Hello, this is Alex from phpacademy.org, and this is a video tutorial for the new Boston. And today we're going to be talking about arrays inside PHP. Now, an array is a way to store data inside one variable, and it's basically a collection of data. So, for example, if I wanted to store a few numbers, I'm going to say 1, 5, 10, 20. Now if I want to store these inside one place where I can access them, that would be, more useful than having to break them up somehow to use them individually. It also works well when you want to loop through and take elements of an array. So if you don't quite understand what an array is, then follow the examples, listen as carefully as you can, watch as carefully as you can, and you'll start to grasp why they might be useful. Now, in PHP, I'm going to create an array by using a variable, and I'm going to do this by creating the variable standard and we're going to assign an array to it. So I've called this variable food. Now I'm going to use the array keyword. I'm going to put 2 brackets, and then obviously I'm going to end my line. Now the two rounded brackets are where you're going to put each element of your array in. Now, an element is, or a value of an array, is automatically assigned a key, and the keys start from 0 and then they go on and on and on. So if I was to create, first of all, food here, pasta, this is key 0 of our array. This is the data held at key 0, and the value of key 0 is pasta. Bear in mind we can put numbers in these as well, but we can't mix them, so they have to be all of one data type. So food equals array of pasta, pizza, salad, and I've just separated these with commas, and I have put them in single quotation marks. So now we have 3 elements to our array at key 0 here, key 1 and key 2. So if I want to access, say, pizza, I'm going to say echo food, and this time I'm using square brackets. This is accessing the key of the array inside here, the element of each array, and I want to say 1. Now 1 you'd think normally would be relative to this one, but obviously this is 0, this is 1, this is 2. So we're echoing out key 1 of the array food, and we know it's an array because we're using square brackets. So this will simply echo out pizza. So let's refresh, and you can see that's echoed out pizza. The same as if we change this to 0, that's going to echo out pasta, and if we change this to 2, that's going to echo out salad. Now there's a quick way to see, that's basically arrays on their own. These are just normal arrays that we're storing data in. Now if I wanted to say see all elements of the array, I can use the print r here, the print r function, and all I do is put the name of the array in. Now this gives us it in a way that we can really understand how this is working. So if we refresh, you can now see a clear demonstration of how the array works and how each value is stored. So we start off with this array keyword, that's just there. Just out of demonstration, if you were to just echo out the array on its own, all you're displayed with is this array keyword. You're not given the elements of the array. You need to access them individually using these square brackets. But for now, if we're just using the print r food, this is just basically showing us each key of the array. So remember I said key 0, key 1 and key 2, and the value pasta is assigned to key 0, the value of pizza is assigned to key 1, and the value of salad is assigned to key 2. So we can see these and access them however many things we add on. So for example, I could add onto the end of this, let's just say vegetable, and I refresh, you can see that that's added a key of 3 with a value of vegetable. So this is just basically how arrays work. All you really need to know at this point is that you can store many different values inside one data type, and then they can be accessed individually. But later on we can look at things like associative arrays, which give us a bit more flexibility, and where we assign not keys, but we assign our own sort of keys in a specific type, if you like, that allow us to use associative arrays to their advantage, and also multi-dimensional arrays. But this is just basically arrays as a whole. Now I've just had a thought. You can actually assign values to arrays by this. So if I was to say food, now we've got 0, 1, 2, 3. If I wanted to assign a key at key 4, I want to assign something else. So I could say fruit. So I've assigned at key 4 the value fruit. Now obviously I could have just done this in here, but if you wanted to do this in, say, a loop or something like that, this would be the way to do it. Obviously later on in PHP you'll understand why this method is a lot more useful than this method here. So let's just go ahead and print our and then array of food, which is how we've stored it, and refresh, and you can see that at the end we've got key 4 here, and we've assigned the value of fruit, and we've done that in a completely different way, but individually it is useful in some circumstances. So that's basic arrays in PHP.